12 will pull off just past Route 9, engine idling low. Sky's gone bruised purple where the last of the sun bled out. Boots still planted in the Calachee, nowhere left to go. Petrichor rising off the cracked earth rain that's still in doubt. This two-lane used to cut like freedom, cotton fields on both sides. Used to mean the open road was all a body'd ever need. Now it's just the dark between the headlights and the mesquite line. And I'm sitting in the wreckage of something I can't retrieve. Then the radio came on, that old chorus about staying, coming through the static like a verdict on the wind.
Oh, it stands.
The world kept right on spinning its love song,
Kept on singing.
stars kept rising, didn't miss a cue. The radio light all the way through the leaving played every right note while I was losing you. That's the night the radio light played it straight face, played it loud and wide. The whole world singing like nothing had died.
Nothing had died.
That's the night the radio light. That bar on Route 9 with the red Lone Star sign above the door. Used to dance on sticky floors to cover bands playing Tulsa time. The back porch of that white clapboard house, mismatched chairs, a screen door tore. Wind chime made from antler bone and mason jar, yours, mine. Something caught inside my chest, I swear I wasn't trying to pray, but my hands went to the wheel like it was something I could hold. Like something bigger than this road might hear a word I had to say, and carry what I couldn't carry, carry what got too cold. Then the radio came on,
And it played.
that old chorus about staying. Two voices in the same one now.
Lord, it stands.
The world kept right on spinning its love song.
Kept on singing.
Stars kept rising, didn't miss a cue. The radio light all the way through the leaving played every right note while I was losing you. That's the night the radio light played a straight face, played it loud and wide. The whole world singing like nothing had died. That's the night the radio light. There's a grace I can't explain and don't deserve.
I know.
Something held me when I had nothing left to serve. And I'm not over it, I'm not even close, but I'm asking something greater than this dark, to lift the weight I've been too proud to name, and let me try. Let me drive. Let me drive. missing you. That's the night the radio lied. Played it straight face, played it loud and wide. The whole world singing like nothing had died. That's the night the radio lied. The night it
Engine off on a county road that dead ends at a cattle gate. Gold light coming flat and low across the field like it forgot to hurry. Bottle sweating rings into this old bench seat leather, and the Tennessee sky above me's wide enough to worry. Boot leather cracked with the grit of every red clay road I've known. Label peeling off a bottle just to have something to do with my hands. Pink sign at that bar 2 miles back still pulses in my rear view. Far enough behind me now, I'd have to mean it if I turned. Got her voice still on my phone, 2 years and I ain't hit delete. A splinter I keep pressing instead of pulling just to feel the sting repeat. I ain't lost, I'm just not found. Boots still planted on the same red clay ground. Gravel in my gospel, that's the only creed I own. I've been misplaced, but I ain't come undone. Still here where the hard roads leave you standing bone by bone. This county road's the only kind of road I trust. Gravel in my gospel and a little gravel in my gut. Put it in drive when I'm good and ready. That ain't nothing but enough. Nothing but enough. Nothing but enough. 2 years of red clay grit packed in the stitching of these work boots. What I didn't say weighs more than what I said when I had time to say it right. The county road ain't paid because the county never saw the need, and I was raised to trust a road that don't apologize for what it costs to drive. Cross nailed to a fence post at the county line, half leaning with the years. Gold light breaking through that tree line, same as it did at her grave. Something bigger than this ache has been watching me make a mess of things. It hasn't looked the other way. Hasn't looked the other way. Got her voice still on my phone. This time I just let it sit. Let it sit. Carried that weight enough miles down this road to know I'm done with it. Done with. Done with. I ain't lost, I'm just not found. Boots still planted on the same red clay ground. Gravel in my gospel, that's the only creed I own. I've been misplaced, but I ain't come undone. Still here where the hard roads leave you standing bone by bone. This county road's the only kind of road I trust. Gravel in my gospel and a little gravel in my gut. Put it in drive when I'm good and ready. That ain't nothing but enough. Nothing but enough. Nothing but enough. This county road don't ask me where I've been, it just holds my weight and takes me where it ends. I got a heart that's been a back road since before she came to call. Not broken, just unpaved, and I drive it gravel and all. Foot goes down on the gas and I let the gravel spit behind. Let it spit. No one's coming down this road but me. I've made up my mind. Made up my mind. There's a grace I can't explain that I keep driving toward. Not healed, just moving, and moving's its own reward. Moving, yeah, moving's its own reward. Moving's its own reward.
Like a door I won't walk back. The road remembers everything I told it. Every mile I made, every turn I didn't take. She lives 2 exits back, and I just held it straight and true. Remembers everything. Standing at the edge of County Road 9, mason jar in hand, just holding steady. Red light shrinking down to a thin red line, till they dissolve like the last coal going cold. The radio played something through the screen door, one of those songs it knows too much too well. Then it stopped, and nothing filled the space left, and the silence said the thing that words can't tell. She didn't run, she didn't call his name out, just let the gravel settle where it lay. That crack you feel when something true starts breaking. Oh, that's the price of standing here's away. That was the last song the radio played, the one that knew
bar signs, red glow pulled across a wet road. Walked in and sat where nobody sits. That bar stool didn't need a name, this whole town knows. Jukebox cut something too on the nose. A song about leaving, a song about grace. Her boots were still beside the door back home. The shape of absence filling up its space. That was the last song the radio played, the one that knew what none of us could say. Sing it now. Standing at the end of everything you built, we've all held a jar and watched the red lights fade. We've all stood still when we could have begged them stay. Now hold on. Some goodbyes don't ring out loud, they just go gray. That was the last song the radio played, the one that knew what none of us could say. Everybody now, standing at the end of everything you built, we've all held a jar and watched the red lights fade. We've all stood still when we could have begged them stay. Hold it, hold it. Some goodbyes don't ring out loud, they just go gray. And there's a porch light at the end of the lane, still burning. The sky's gone from burnt orange to bruised purple. That hour that lies to you makes things look soft. Two-lane back road line with cathedral pine, and fence posts rusting since my granddad's time. Whiskey bottle riding shotgun in the cup holder, and amber catching the last light like a sign. I'm not driving toward a single thing worth finding, just driving 'cause I can't face what's left behind. Hit a country station, steel guitar and heartache, changed it fast, same war on a different dial. Turn the whole thing off, and now the quiet's got teeth. Been riding with me every single mile. The road don't take you far enough. You can floor it on an empty tank, run the white dashes down. The road don't take you far enough. What you're running from is already in the cab with you, already in this town.
this thing. Her work boots scuff like every bad call I ever made. A mason jar she left the morning that she pulled out. Still don't know if she forgot it or she lay it there on purpose. Haven't moved it 3 days running. I know what's back there without looking at the load. Road bends through the pines, and there's a white clapboard church. First Baptist paint curling back like old skin from bone. Marquee sign half lettered, scripture running broken. Gravel lot empty, but I can see the string lights thrown across the folding tables. Fiddle calling slow songs. Her forehead pressed against my jaw that night we swayed. We weren't even dancing, just two people turning. That parking lot's the most haunted stretch I've laid. Kill the radio, the quiet hit like a fist, louder than any song I tried to drown. Spent 100 miles pretending I was leaving, but everything I left is gaining ground. The road don't take you far enough. You can floor it on an empty tank, run the white dashes down. The road don't take you far enough. What you're running from is already in the cab with you, already in this town, already in your blood. The road don't take you far enough. She asked me once if I was all the way here. I said, yeah, of course I am. What kind of question's that? I had my hands on the wheel and my eyes straight down the road, and she was asking me to put them on her. I just didn't know how to let you see it. whiskey bottle still catching the last of the light. Fence post still counting down to nowhere. Truck still rolling, road still going. Mason jive. Boots flat on the pedal, 48 on the gauge. Dashboard burning amber like a turned over page. Radio drops out where the hollow swallows a sound. Something that might be your song trying to come around. A whiskey wedge tied against the center console. No argument left in it now, just something to hold. Was it the long nights, or was it me? One of us ran out a road to see. That yellow bulb still holds its place, burning low above the door. White rock cold in the dark out front, like it's been waiting on something more. The porch light's still on, but I don't know for who. Don't know if it's pulling me home or just burning, 'cause that's all it can do. Last Tuesday you moved through that kitchen like someone who'd settled a score in their head. Screen door swung shut, nothing left to mention, just a sound like a period on a word left unsaid. That ring wore a groove in the steering leather. 4 years of grip carved into the hide. Does it even matter now whose fault it was? The white rock sounds the same either car. That yellow bulb still holds its place, burning low above the door. White rock cold
Crack dash in an amber sky, going purple at the seams. Whiskey riding shotgun, not for drinking, just to be. The gravel crunch is something underneath these worn out wheels, like a language I forgot I knew, like a name that starts to heal. Cattle gate at the mile marker, the road my granddad drove. The truck holds the shape of everyone who ever called this home. That bar sign at the county line is burning orange red. A lighthouse, not a place to drown, a place that knows my head. Mama said, God don't waste a good heart bird. Daddy wore those boots to every grave he dug and kept on walking. This is gravel and gospel, worn boots and white sky. George Strait on a Sunday, and Dolly's battle cry. I lost myself for someone who didn't know this road, but the land remembered. It never let me go, never let me go. Kitchen radio still playing what it always played. Straight and Dolly like a Sunday prayer that never fades. She said this road leads nowhere, Lord, she'd never been to the place where nowhere turns into everything. I carried all her versions of the man she wanted made. Wore that borrowed shape so long I lost the seams I'd frayed. But Daddy's boots went church to harvest, harvest on to grave. And not 1 mile he walked in someone else's name. Mama said, God don't waste a good heartbreak. Daddy wore those boots to every grave he dug and kept on walking. This is gravel and gospel, worn boots and white sky. George Strait on a Sunday, and Dolly's battle cry. Oh, Dolly's battle cry. I lost myself for someone who didn't know this road, but the land remembered. It never let me go, never let me go. I almost didn't turn down this road. I almost handed all this over for someone else's version of me. She made the gravel feel like a liability, made the gospel feel like something to be cured of. Something to be cured of. Made the porch light feel like proof of how far back I'd fallen. But the land don't argue, no it don't, it just waits.
Engines idling at the end of FM 9, where the blacktop quits and the Calicha starts. Lone Star sign out front with one bulb burned blind, and a pedal steel inside doing all the hard parts. Gravel parking lot, somebody's grandma taught the two-step here. Bar light on a back pocket, Wrangler's faded blue, a boot heel scraping out the year. The whole room moving to something older than they knew. And I've been sitting with my hands on this wheel too long. Cracked leather, headlights cutting through the weeds out there. Watching something I could have kept just going wrong. Holding on to gone the way you hold on to air. Out here where the blacktop quits and the stars don't share the sky with a single line. Just me and this old truck and whatever this is, a dirt road asking questions I can't answer right. Out here where the blacktop quits, the wind don't care how far you've come or where you've been. Just a man on a county road that barely fits. Out here where the blacktop quits. 3 summers back to fire off the Hereford Road. 6 of us in somebody's truck bed full of cold Lone Star. She held a mason jar up to a half moon, watched it glow. Amber light bleeding through the glass, wood smoke in her hair. I didn't say a word, just watched her watching it. Like I had all the time a man could ever hold. That's the part that cost me, not the leaving but the sitting. Quiet as a man who can't believe he let it go cold. And I know the part I played, I'm not blind to it. I held so tight to this ground, I let her hands go free. She needed something moving, and I was planted in it. The best thing that I had, and I just let it be. Out here where the blacktop quits and the stars don't share the sky with a single line. Just me and this old truck and whatever this is, a dirt road asking questions I can't answer right. Out here where the blacktop quits, the wind don't care how far you've come or what it costs. Just a man and a half moon and an old truck that still sits. Out here where the blacktop quits. Yeah. 30 miles from the nearest traffic light. The sky out here looks like something God spilled and never cleaned up fiddle at last call. And the whole room goes to church. I don't know what I'm chasing, but I know what's behind me, and I know what's right here under my boots. This county road raised me harder than I knew. Water tower with the town name half gone, I still read it clear. Every scar I carry is a door I walk through. Every piece of gone is what put me standing here. Fiddle at last call, bar light out across the floor. Boots on the two-step, something older than the hurt. I don't need a highway going out some other door. Come on. I need this dirt road and this sky and all I'm worth. Out here where the blacktop quits and the stars don't share the sky with a single light. Just me and this old truck and whatever this is. A dirt road asking questions I can't answer right. Out here where the blacktop quits, the wind don't care how far you've come or what it costs. Just a man and a half moon and an old truck that still sits. Out here where the blacktop quits. Out here. Where the blacktop quits. Rackdoo Lane running out of Texas light. Red clay still caked on the boots I wore last Sunday right. Her whiskey glass still sweating in the cup holder. Phone face down on the seat, I left it where it fell. That porch light held in the rear view longer than it should've, shrinking down to nothing but refusing to go black. Road bent south and took it, no warning, no ceremony. Just gone like most things go, and no road leading back. Some came on the radio, 94 or 95. Could have been George, could have been Alan, man, it hit me like a live wire. 3 chords and the truth I'd been keeping from myself. I reached up, I turned it up, didn't reach for anything else. I was right to leave, and it's wrecking me the same. Relief and grief don't always carry a different name. I held my breath so long I forgot the feel of air. Yeah, that's what this is, just a man who's finally there. Road got no name out here, weight's got no place to land. Whiskey and the radio and the white lines understand. I already knew how this was gonna have to go.
opening in on the passenger side of the bench seat. The shape of her leaning left on that first drive we ever took. 40 miles back there's a gas station off the highway where she laughed at something stupid and I swore I'd never look. That song is still going, I haven't touched the dial. That cold glass is everything she was and couldn't be. Still sitting there, still real, still not enough to hold me, no. But God, it cost me something, driving off and leaving it to be. Some came on the radio, I swear it found me. 3 chords and the ache of every good thing gone to ground. I could have shut it off, but that ain't who I'm made of. Turned it up, I turned it up and let it all come down. I was right to leave, and it's wrecking me the same. Relief and grief don't always carry a different name. I held my breath so long I forgot the feel of air. That's what this is, just a man who's finally there. Road got no name out here, weight's got no place to land. Whiskey and the radio and the white lines understand. I already knew how this was gonna have to go. Oh, I knew, nor it did, Lord it don't. I didn't leave because I stopped loving you. I left because loving you right wasn't something either of us knew how to do. I held on past the point where holding on was true. That's the honest part. That's the part that don't let go. I was right to leave, and it's wrecking me the same. Relief and grief don't always carry a different name. I held my breath so long I forgot the feel of air. That's what this is, just a man who's finally there. Road got no name out here, weight's got no place to land. Whiskey and the radio and the white lines understand. I already knew how this was gonna have to go. No, it never made any lighter though. No, it don't, Lord, it don't. Porch lights past the bend now, dark where it stood. Windows down, the coat of it still heavy like I knew it would. Headlights cut the black ahead, no name on what comes through. Just the road
Red clay drying on my boots, worn all the way to the hill. Last of the taillights gone into the tree line and the dark. Half a glass of what we had, the ice is giving out. That kind of weight sits different when it's pressing on your heart.
July rain hit the dry ground and the air came up like a stain. That hit you only get down here when summer breaks this way. The words I kept instead of saying rotted into stone and pressed against my ribs till I had nothing left to say. I held my breath so long I lost the way to break. This pressure hard against the place you used to take. The fence posts and the rusted wire don't ask me how I feel, but the porch light burning orange makes the dark feel more real. I'm still standing on the road that made me, both boots on the ground where the red clay runs. The Oklahoma sky don't owe me nothing. It just stretches out wide under a going down sun. Still standing. God's country won't cry with you, but Lord, it holds. I'm still standing on the road that made me. Still standing on this road. There was a honky-tonk off 69 with a sticky floor. You backed the truck in gravel and left the headlights aimed at nothing. The jukebox dropped a slow one, kind of steel that fills a room. That slow, low pull that had the whole place barely breathing. You laughed with your whole body like you couldn't hold it in. Left your jacket on a bar stool like it had a home right there. When that song came on, you reached for me across the low-lit dark. I can't hear that slow steel pull now without my chest pulling tight. I held my breath so long I lost the way to break. The doors crack wider now than I can keep from shaking. The fence posts and the rusted wire still won't look my way, and the road runs on past everything I didn't say. I'm still standing on the road that made me, both boots on the ground where the red clay runs. The Oklahoma sky don't owe me nothing. No, it don't. It just stretches out wide under a going down sun. Still standing. God's country won't cry with you, but Lord, it holds. I'm still standing on the road that made me. Still standing on this road. The stars are all out now, I hadn't noticed. Standing here in what I lost, the whole sky just came out. I'd carry every night like this if that's what built me into something that can stand here and not fold. Yeah, it did. The breaking was the making, I know that down in my bones. The
Weigh your bones, just know that they can hold. A fiddle still playing from inside that bar. I'm out here now, face up, feet on this ground. The hurt was the hand that hammered me to something, and I found that out right here where my boots are planted. I'm still standing on the road that made me. Both boots on the ground where the red clay runs. The Oklahoma sky don't owe me nothing. No, it don't. It just stretches out wide under a going down sun. Still standing. God's country won't cry with you, but Lord, it holds. I'm still standing on the road that made me. Still standing on this road. The road that broke me is the road that made me. Standing at the end of a long gravel road, glass sweating in my hand, a familiar load. That last orange band gone flat behind the pine. The only sound left is this gravel under mine. That truck door hinge we never got around to fix still groans the same, the past plays its old tricks. A fiddle's working up from somewhere down the hollow, like it never learned there was nothing left to follow. Then a radio bleeds out an open window down the lane, some old song that puts me right back where we came. And for 3 minutes, it's 10 years gone, and right now, standing here with nothing but the house. Last light on gravel, boots on my own dirt, standing in the middle of the kind of love that hurts. The road is still under me, the sky is open wide. Last light on gravel, and I'm still standing, still alive. Not healed, not whole, just breathing open air. Last light on gravel, and I'm still standing there. We stumbled on that dive bar one July, that red sign bleeding down into the puddle's light. We claimed a corner booth that wasn't even ours, and turned a couple Tuesdays into years.
The way you'd hold a long neck, 2 fingers and a thumb. The way you laugh before the punchline even come. That jukebox found a song and made the whole bar still. And 3 minutes never hurt the way 3 minutes will.
That radio bleeds out from somewhere on the road, some old song that's carrying more than it was old.
More than it was.
And I'm asking what I'm holding, is it love or just the weight of standing at a gate I never learned to leave? Last light on gravel, boots on my own dirt, standing
sky is open wide, last light on gravel, and I'm still standing, still alive. Not healed, not whole, just breathing open air, last light on gravel, and I'm still standing there. I kept the gravel, kept the glass, kept the groove of tire tracks that time wore in the ground.
You kept the best of it and let the hurt run off, left the road to find its own way around.
What the road is taking, the sky is holding still.
Holding still.
You don't need the rear view to know how far you've come.
How far you've come.
Stand here in your own boots, on your own piece of ground, and let the last light tell you who you are.
Who you are.
Last light on gravel, boots on my own dirt, standing in the middle of the kind of love that hurts.
The kind that hurts.
The road is still under me, the sky is open wide, last light on gravel, and I'm still standing, still alive. Not healed, not whole, just breathing open air, last light on gravel, and I'm still standing there.
Still standing. Standing.
Last light on gravel.
Last light on gravel.
The light doesn't ask if you're ready. It just goes and you're still here.